The fan base for anything is toxic as shit. Don't matter what it is, even Minecraft kids would tell you to kill yourself if you turn out to be a slight inconvenience to them. The Sonic community, I'd say, isn't very different. It's more rare to see communities agree on things and come together than having lightning get shot up your bumhole. However, these rare times may never be forgotten. Sometimes fans can make things that absolutely shit on anything that the developers ever could do. Like songs, games, animations, ideas, but will somehow never fail to draw porn of literally anything. Once again, I've mentioned Project 06, the story of a fan that saw potential within Sonic 06, even though he never played the original game. Maybe one day we'll be able to forget that shit mistake that ever fell out of someone shitting hole at Sonic Team and live on with the happy ending that is Project 06. I still sometimes don't believe that it exists. No longer must we ponder what could have been. You know how Sonic 2 is like now the best video game movie ever and the biggest movie in the world right now? There was no way this was ever going to be reality if not for the entire population of Sonic fans and people with brain cells for giving their, let's call it, honest feedback. It's fucking hideous! What kind of prehistoric mutant beast is this? Those eyes! Those horrible fucking human-looking eyes! Put some fucking socks on, you dirty cunt! Why must you have muscles? And a fucking human-looking mouth! Basically, there were some people who didn't like this design, and to be honest, I still don't see how. Would you not wanna fuck this? Actually, you know what? The sad truth is, there is definitely someone in the world right now shoving one of the old design toys up their arse and probably filming it. Long before the reveal of The Thing, it was already confirmed to be a live action film as well. So this alone scared the shit out of me. I could never imagine what a live action Sonic thing would look like. Oh yeah, this giant blue talking hedgehog that could never exist in the real world. Let's just make him as realistic as possible. That was the downfall from the fucking start, making a cartoon character realistic. You'd expect nightmares from SpongeBob in live action, but that shit was perfectly fine. But the most unbelievable thing about this design is how the fuck was it approved? Who looked at this? Someone at a meeting had to go to the front and reveal the bastard looking mutant cunt, and then people had to decide that it looks fine. Sonic was at its roughest state at this time as well, so this was the end of the hedgehog. This would be how people remember Sonic, and new fans would be introduced to him. It's not fair. This could have been something amazing, but of course it's worse than vagina AIDS. I don't feel bad about saying any of this now because we won. We cried like bitches enough to force those fuckers to change the design, and fuck knows what else they changed, because the movie just looked shit from the first trailer. It looked boring, generic, and lifeless, and I don't know if that's what the movie was going to be until the redesign, and maybe they did make changes to the script as well. I don't know. I doubt it, because God knows how something that looks so shit can turn out so good. The movie didn't end up just being good because of the better design. It was fun as fuck and made me care about Sonic so much. Okay, fair. If it was the old design, I definitely wouldn't feel the same. Oh, are you sad that you're lonely? Fucking look at you! It's mercy you're still even alive and able to be near humans without getting anally probed by a fat fuck. But I just remember that fateful day of the release of the new trailer. Is this even the same movie? The amount of respect and love I have for Paramount for this. Not only did he look so much cuter, but at the same time the trailer just looked so much better. Showing off his personality, showing off how fun of a movie it was going to be, and a much better choice for music. Let's go!
This is my power, and I'm using it to protect my friends. Let's go!
Let's go! I fully understand why people believe that the old design was a publicity stunt for the attention. The discovery of this new species went everywhere, and I don't know if the movie would have been as big and popular as it was if the new design is what they had originally. There's so many people that I know that watched the movie and were just surprised, and they claimed it to be way better than they ever would have imagined. And after doing some digging on YouTube, I eventually found some of deleted scenes that shows just exactly how the movie would have played out, even with the old design. Now, these clips were unfinished, but...
And then there was me. A little blue ball of super energy. No past, no family, just a lot of mysterious power in an extremely handsome package.
No! prick. They had the audacity to actually consider that line in the script. Extremely handsome package. Fuck off. I thought they added that line in the new trailer just because the new design looked a million times better. They were actually gonna make the fucking mutant thing say that. And the thing is, that line wasn't even in the final movie. Now, there's been other fan games made before for Sonic. My favorite being Sonic Omens. It's not finished, only has a few stages, but it was fucking incredible. Now, it's made with the Sonic Infinity engine, and I know for a fact the developers of Omens never made the engine, but still, the level design in this game is fucking beautiful. So good. Probably the best Infinity engine level designs out there right now. And then also Sonic Generations and Forces having PC ports makes it so that games have quite a lot of mods. With Forces, there were some level packs that extended levels in ways that felt so perfect and natural. It was like remaking the actual game by making the level design way better. It's just a shame the gameplay still isn't very fun. And thank fuck Generations has mods. That game was so short, but mods have kept that game alive to this day. That shit came out 2011. It's 2022 and it's still alive. People still mod that shit to this day. Thank fuck as well. That is still considered the best, most recent 3D Sonic game. God bless this community. But the absolute best creation to come from a fan when it comes to Sonic, the nostalgia I get from this: Sonic Nazo Unleashed. Story time. The Japanese trailer for Sonic X ended with a somewhat tease of a character design that never ended up in the actual show for some reason. This design had no name, no powers or anything until someone by the name Chakra X made a fan-made short animated film using this design for the main villain, giving it the name Nazo and having this animation show us how Sonic would look if it was Dragon Ball. I had never watched or heard of Dragon Ball before I saw this, so I was surprised about how fucking mental this shit was. He made out like Nazo was completely invincible. This 30-minute short film was released in 2006, I think. I can't actually remember. And the audio definitely does not age well.
Far back as I can remember, I've been living here on this dark island, always guarding the Master Emerald from anything that could harm it.
But the thing I found so impressive about this is all of the lines from the actual Sonic characters were taken from the adventure games. This motherfucker made a whole story using a character that doesn't even exist in Sonic, using lines that are taken from the games from Sonic. How have they done that? That legit is so impressive, because I watched this before I played games like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. So I watched this, and then I played those games, and I was just hearing the same lines, and I realized, this motherfucker, that's actually impressive. That's why Nazo was the only one that sounded good, and why Shattuck barely said anything, because there's not enough lines of Sonic and Shadow both saying the same thing. I freaking love the idea of Shattuck, though. That moment lives in my head almost every day. Just fucking look at it.
There's only one way to go. Ready? Okay. Chaos control. What was that bright light? No.
The perfect use of such iconic Sonic songs like Live and Learn. Open Your Heart. I Am All of Me.
Chaos. Blast.
And the Solaris Phase 2 version of His World.
What are you doing?
This animation is why I love all these songs, and most times when I listen to these, this is just what I think of. It's just a shame there hasn't been a sequel yet. There have been other attempts at sequels before. The one I remember the most is the one that gave Nazo this cool new design, but it's not the original creators, and there's no voice lines in it, so that kind of ruins it for me. Maybe one day Chakra X will finish his masterpiece, and when that day comes, it will be amazing! This thing has 65 million views on YouTube to this day, and that's a fucking remastered version of it. I remember watching the original that was split into 3 different parts, parts, and graphically it was a massive improvement. It's just the audio stayed the same though, so it honestly felt a lot out of place. But that doesn't take anything away from this. Anyway, that's it for this video, lads, ladies, gentlemen. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and until the next one, have a blessed day.